dad right here puts the whole house on lockdown. When I mean the whole house, I'm talking about everything. Exclusively, I mean, you know, Dr. Phil. Parents say they fear their 15-year-old daughter. Come on, you're here, 45, and then your daughter's here, 15 years old. Oh, this is gonna be one hell of an episode today. Guys, thank you for tuning in. If you're not familiar with the channel, my name is Tal. Follow me on my socials here. Today we're gonna look at something extraordinary. Do you think this dad has gone insane? He might just be justified. How crazy can a 15-year-old get? Oh, yeah. They can get pretty crazy. 15-year-old is like that transition age. You're right in the middle. You're not a kid anymore, but you're not an adult. Right in that perfect sweet spot where you kind of lose your shit. I'm joined with my second host, Alfredo. That's right. A savage hedgehog. He's also Instagram famous. You guys don't know? That's right. Pose. Yeah, okay, you have the same expression. Can you change your expression? Give him a little something extra. Maybe smile. You're always neutral. This is you, dude.
Las personas al este disfrutan mirando mi cara.
Yeah! He's adorable, but I don't like him. He's a savage. I used to like him, but it's over. Alright, Fredo's chilling. We're gonna take a deep dive into this and watch what goes down at this residency at night.
Yo también encerraría a las niñas en mi casa.
That was not a funny joke.
I live in constant fear for myself, my wife, and for my youngest daughter. It's like we're under siege in our own home. This is what I have to do to ensure our safety. At night, I put our house in complete lockdown.
Holy crap, that scared me. Hello? 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 So the second it turns midnight. Putting house on lockdown. House on lockdown. Everybody get out. Get out. So loud. Guys, I totally forgot. We need to be in the Christmas spirit, even though he's putting the house on lockdown. Shut him down! There we go.
There's a latch right here. Push this one, latch it, lock it. I put my 9-year-old in there with my wife in our bedroom. I lock it on both sides. I don't know if they're picking the lock, and I would take this, wrap it around a couple times.
You just say I put my wife and my daughter. What if something wrong happens? What if something bad happens? They can't get out. They're trapped. You're trapping them in. I think that's against the law.
Room, and behind the door, I'll put a bunch of toys. So if someone wants to potentially come in and get me, they'll knock down all the toys and it'll wake me up and I can go. I don't know if Madison is gonna attack us with the knife or not, but I don't want to find out.
Whoa! 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 Relax. Did you just hear that? What kind of daughter are you raising? Whoa! Dios mío.
Cállate, tú no hablas español.
How dare you? I speak fluent Spanish. What is he talking about?
The teen is committing the crime. The parent is serving the time.
That's right. What is the daughter doing? She out misbehaving with some bad boys? That is not in the Christmas spirit whatsoever, okay? Let's keep going.
They are actually imprisoned in their own home. When Tom retired from the Army after 27 years of service, he says he entered a new war zone in his own home.
A new war zone. A 15-year-old daughter. Potentially dangerous. Possible altercations. Starbucks. Fangirling. Instant death. No, but seriously, guys, that is intense. You're afraid of your own daughter. She's only 15. Get some help.
Get some help.
Like, it's supposed to be part of the Christmas spirit. I don't see it. I don't feel it. It's like the Grinch came back.
Tom and his wife Karen say they have lost control of their 15-year-old, car stealing, drug taking, and abusive daughter Madison.
Let's repeat that.
Car stealing.
That's one.
Drug taking.
That's two.
And abusive
3.
daughter Madison.
Car stealing. So she sneaks out at night, I'm assuming, taking the car out with me, the bad boy. Yeah, I would never let my daughter do stuff like that. I would try my best to parent her the right way. But then again, who knows? You saw how Alfredo turned out.
Eres una pequeña perra jirafa.
No respect in this house.
Talked to her. Completely different story. She's just a fun-loving teen. They just blow everything out of proportion. We talked to the school. I mean, you got a letter from the school regarding her attendance. They say she had 7 excused absences, 18 unexcused absences.
Oh my God. 18 unexcused. It says right here, total of 25 total absences. And then 10 tardies. And that's only for the school year. Guys, she missed out a full month of school. I missed out 2 days. It felt like I missed a century. I had so much work to make up. She clearly does not care about school whatsoever.
25, 10 tardies. They say your child's absences this school year have been excessive. Yeah.
This guy definitely loves Dr. Phil. Like he has some sort of a man love for him.
How's she doing academically? She's not going to school.
She's failing.
I don't think she's passing the course.
So, with all of these crimes going on, you've not done much on the prosecutorial side.
Prosecutorial side. Definition, right here. That may be a huge reason as to why a teen misbehaves. When they know there is no consequences involved, what is there to stop them? The reason I didn't misbehave when I was a kid, except for like little stuff.
Whose idea was this?
It's because I knew my dad and I knew my mom, and they're crazy. Dad, if you're watching this, I love you. I don't know what Alfredo told me to say that.
Él es un mentiroso.
I'm not lying. It's real. My parents, they're strict with limitation. They're not strict as some other parents that I knew. They're pretty insane. So it's either behave or get the consequences. Sometimes you guys gotta appreciate strict parents. They really shape who you can become.
No, sir. It's been me on this one. We've discussed it, but that's correct. I've dropped him.
Tom says he's called the police 100 times on his 15-year-old daughter. 100 times. Why don't you just take her to military school or something? Take her to a therapist? What else can you possibly do when they misbehave that much?
Okay, and you dropped the charges. Why?
She's my daughter, and I don't want to negatively impact her future. As much as I want this to be a difference maker for her to go through the judicial system, in the end, I don't want to crucify her. I want her to have an opportunity at going to college, getting her graduate degree, not only the undergrad, but getting the graduate degree, having a nice family, and moving on and having a bright future.
Damn, I really feel for the dad. It's a very tough situation. Really dive deep into it and just think about it. Some of you guys may come to the conclusion, so easy. Nah, she deserves it. Press charges. She cannot break the law just because she's your daughter. She can't go out, steal your car, threaten you, abuse you. That's just not something your daughter should do that. She should respect you. And she deserves to get consequences, even if they're legal consequences. But then if you backtrack, listen to what the dad said, that will ruin her future and he will feel guilty. He'll feel like it was his fault. It's a very tough situation. Like, what are you gonna do? What would you guys do? Put it in the comments. At the end of the day, it is your daughter.
I feel like this would be a showstopper, but I recognize where we're at with all this activity. She might
So
not.
you've not held her accountable. In fact, you've dropped the charges, gone and picked her up, gotten her out. How's that working for you?
It's not.
Maybe Dr. Phil is a solution. After all, he is a doctor. He's a Dr. Phil. Not just any type of doctor, Dr. Phil.
I'm one of those people that believes first loss, best loss. If you'd drawn a hard line in the sand and she had dealt with hard consequences the first time and realized when I choose the behavior, I choose the consequences, and they are dire, do you think that she might have thought twice about jumping in a car, participating in an armed robbery, getting in a serious car crash? This wasn't an accident, this was a crash. There's a difference between an accident and a crash.
You can see how hard it is for the dad. He's affected by it so much because he feels powerless in a sense when it's family, but then when it's breaking the law at the same time. I mean, setting those hard lines. If you do this, this is what's gonna happen to you. If you back out on it, then authority is gone. The respect, probably gone. No more will she listen to you. I think the best punishment is just don't get her these timeless hoodies, okay?
Just calm down.
Look at this, right? She'll miss out on everything. No, but on a serious matter, if I'm being honest, I do not know how I would handle a situation. I really like setting a hard line. It's like, if you cross this line, this is what's gonna happen. But sometimes I'm too sympathetic. Basically, I'm a I would feel too guilty. I would just feel bad. And I don't know if you guys are the same way.
I would hope so. We've been F-bombed so many times about how she doesn't care.
When we do discipline, there's no line in the sand. We discipline, whether it's the taking away of the phone or telling her she can't go out, and she's jumped off the second story of our house to get out. We'll tell her, no, you can't do this, no, you can't go there.
Wow, second story, can you just imagine to do that? You go that far to jump off the second story of the house just because you can't go out? Sounds like it's kind of psycho.
She will literally, or she'll wait till we go to sleep and leave for days. Not just, a couple hours, overnight. She's been picked up at a park at 2 a.m. with my 13-year-old daughter. Police knocking on my door at 2 a.m., bringing them home.
Unbelievable. And I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Now I feel why it's justified for the dad to go that extreme. I thought at first look, if I judge the book by its cover, it was the dad that was going a little crazy. He really locked him in. He locked himself in. He locked the daughter in. He locked the mom in. I was like, are you okay? Why would you do something like that? Here's the explanation.
My philosophy is you avoid confrontation with your children at all cost. Anything you can do to avoid confrontation, you do, because you want to work with them. You want to guide them. You want to redirect them. You want to work with them. You avoid confrontation if you can. But if you have a confrontation, you don't ever lose.
Okay, that was interesting by Dr. Phil. You have a confrontation, you never lose. He's implying to have a confrontation if necessary. Do you guys have a brother, sister that acts like this? Have you ever acted like this before? Maybe you're a different person now. It was definitely brutal to hear, even though the daughter wasn't there. Parents needed all the help they can get. What about this girl right here? A little bit of a different story. She goes on rages. You know these types of rages? Yeah, those are rages, but imagine raging at your parents. You just don't get along so much to a point where the daughter goes ballistic.
Nunca te enojaré con tu maestro.
It's fun when I can decide what he can say. Who's your master?
Es una broma.
Idiot. I do not have control over my anger outbursts. I've been angry ever since I was maybe around 5 and then around 14.
I've been hungry ever since around 7 and 30 minutes ago. So I'm gonna go eat now. I'm just kidding. Why? It's like you can control your emotions. You gotta try to learn how to control your emotions. If you act like your emotions take over and you have nothing you can do about it, you don't know anything about self-control.
I started getting physical.
Don't hit her. No!
Jeez.
Stop it!
It's physical.
I don't have control of what I'm doing.
Oh my God.
It just feels like a balloon getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
She's like Alfredo. She's crazy savage.
¿Qué dijiste?
Dad does restrain me. But that doesn't really help anything. It just makes everything worse.
This is like anger issues on another level. Problem with people who get this angry, they really only calm down once they start expressing their anger in a physical manner or verbally. So like they only start calming down when they start like slapping or hitting, and that's how they take out their anger.
Well, Taylor says she's been struggling with violent anger episodes ever since she really can remember, since she was 10 years old.
The mom is already crying.
As I said, I brought in some reinforcements to help. Now, Mike Bayer is a very dear friend of mine, and he is a life coach. He is really experienced. He is really beloved by his clients.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm Mike.
Hi.
Taylor?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
They call me Coach Mike. I'm a life coach.
Yeah.
And Dr. Phil wanted us to sit down and talk a little bit. I guess what we could talk about first is just like the anger in the household. How would you describe it?
Crazy. It never stops until it gets physical, like to the point where they have to call the cops.
Imagine getting the police called on a family member.
It seems that your social life and your school are what you believe is really upsetting to you right now.
Right.
And why are you not in school?
I have anger and anxiety outbursts when I tend to go because I don't feel comfortable with like bullying and everything at that school. So I just like get anxiety attacks right when we like drive up to the building. I'll tell her, I can't do it, I'm not gonna go inside, I can't do it, and then it turns into a big fight. So I've missed a lot of school, so we just decided to take me out.
And does part of you regret that?
A lot.
Do you want to have more friends?
I do want to have more friends, actually.
I would have a really hard time being friends with someone who gets so angry so quickly. But this is really interesting. Like, they're really diving deep into this. Have you ever struggled with anger issues? I think when I was younger, I only got off really quickly. I did not have much self-control until, of course, I got older. But let me know what you guys think.
Life seems to come from your relationship with your family. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create two characters. It works if we really dig into it and do it. So what I wanna first do is understand who is the best version of yourself. You're gonna write out the characteristics of when you feel best in life. So let's see what you have so far.
Funny, honest, skate, when I draw, when I talk to people, when I'm outside with friends, when I'm outside in general, and whenever I'm by myself.
Okay, so maybe she needs to start going on more hikes. Get some fresh air near the birds. Take a breath of the fresh air. Maybe something if she starts every single morning with a nice hike outdoors. It'll calm her stress down, her anxiety, her anger. Even though that sounds ridiculous, like how would only a quick hike resolve all that? Well, if you start your day off right, like you'll be really surprised.
We're gonna name her.
Oh, okay.
Ashley.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those little steps to get to that, I think anyone over time can learn how to control anger. Now that doesn't mean always stuffing it in and just holding it in the whole time, but I mean, especially for me, when I get angry over stuff and just hold it in, then the next day I just completely forget about it. It's not significant enough to a point where I even deserve to get angry for it. Don't forget, if you don't follow my socials or Alfredo, make sure to do that. Stay up to date with everything. Hope you guys don't have any of this type of family problems during Christmas or just in general. Before you guys head out, this is available on timelessbrand.com. If you haven't got one yet, make sure to get them. There's a limited stock and we have more. We got yellow. Oh, it's so weird. Oh my god. Pink, anti-cloud, and blue. The original no cloud. It's one of my favorites. And the all new one that just dropped not too long ago, the cloudless. A nice slash. Little cloud brand. And many more, all on timelessbrand.com or link in description. So, I mean, these are super comfortable hoodies. This is definitely one of my favorite designs as well. If you haven't already got one, huge thanks to anyone that already did. That is gonna end it for this video right here. I'll see you guys with more episodes soon. Have a great one and peace out.
Give me a chance to make it right. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys. With the black guys. Give me a chance to make it right. Just let me touch you like the first time. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys.